Okay, everybody, here we go. It is me, Gregory Mannarino, post-market wrap-up on this Monday, May 15th, 2023. Just being here with all of you, honestly, makes me happy. Brings a smile to my face. I love it. I'm just looking at some of these comments here. I survived the day, smash the like button, all great stuff. You're all just amazing, amazing people, and I truly love all of you. All right, let's set the stage here. It's all right. Look, this market did finish. Well, the Dow did nothing. Essentially flat, a slight gain. The S&P 500 put on a slight gain. The Nasdaq was the biggest winner of them all. Okay, nothing major going on here. 10-year yield stable, relative strength of the dollar lower. Okay, imagine my shock here. Look, the dollar is in a lot of trouble. I think we can all agree on that. No matter how you want to look at it, okay? The relative strength of the dollar, obviously, the comparative strength of the dollar. Thank you, CB Housley. Is high. It will remain so for the foreseeable future, at least. That's my perspective on it here. Meanwhile, we do realize that its absolute strength or its purchasing power is literally being siphoned off. And this isn't just a phenomenon here. What did we just find out? My European friends, and my heart goes out to my European friends, their inflation projections moving forward were just revised higher, despite the fact that the European Central Freak Show Bank with Lagarde, Christine Lagarde, yeah, she's really fighting inflation here. You know how you know that she's serious, just as serious as Fed Chair Powell is about fighting inflation? Because they're telling you. And when they tell you that, well, these authority figures, they wouldn't be lying to you, would they? Oh, no, I don't think so. Yeah, of course they're lying to you. Everything they say, you should literally instantaneously believe the polar opposite is going on. Patrick, thank you. Thank you a lot for that. What about Dash? Well, you know what? We'll address these things later, but what about Dash? Long-term hold? I'm still a bull here. Cryptocurrencies in aggregate are extremely volatile. Not a spot for everyone. You know that. Everybody should know that here. Anyway, we'll hold your questions till I'm done, all right? And then we'll go over that. Anyway, talking about gargoyles and freaking yellow stains. I mean, this is what we have running the world here. Okay, gargoyles and yellow stains and yelling stains and brain dead, mummified presidents. That's who they tell us who's running the whole situation. But we know collectively it's the bank, it's the central banks. Everything else is a sideshow, it's a freak show on an unprecedented scale. So, before I move forward, just real quick, for those of us out here that are poker players, I love Texas Hold'em, No Limit. Great game. Doyle Brunson, the godfather of poker, did pass away yesterday here in Las Vegas at the age of, I believe he was 89 years old. The man was a living legend, and he still remains a legend, at least in my book. So let's keep Doyle and his family in our thoughts and our prayers here. I think that's pretty interesting. So let us move forward here on some economic news that we got today. I almost don't know where to. How about this one? All right. So every single leading economic indicator, I've spoken about this for I don't know how long, every single one, without exception, is pointing lower. In other words, that the economy is slowing. It's going to get a lot worse moving forward. These are leading indicators. Every one is pointing down, is negative. Okay. No surprise to you. No surprise to me. We understand what's going on. This is an economic free fall, literally on an unprecedented scale here. Someone had brought up to me, I don't know if it was one of you, that the economy is strong, and you can tell by going to a Las Vegas casino. Well, I live here in Las Vegas, okay, and I was just at the South Point 2 weeks ago. The place was a ghost town. It was a ghost town compared to what they've been like. I mean, I was here when this place was a boom town, and then when it was just like an average place. But I can promise you, these places out here, I went shopping recently. I forget when this was, maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, over at the Forum Shops over at Caesars. I actually took a video of the area and I posted it. it's dead. It's a ghost town. Stores are closing all over the place. I don't know where people are coming up with this kind of stuff. You want to, it's kind of funny that they picked Las Vegas casinos. Well, duh. I live here, so I can tell you firsthand, this ain't booming no more, people. Businesses are closing. There were ghost malls all over the place. There's another mall near here, off of the 95. I can't remember the name of it. I was in there maybe a week ago. Ghost town, absolute ghost town. So the economy, it's dead, it's over, it's finished. Now I want you to keep something else in mind too. I've shown you this gap since I don't know how long here. Economy, stock market. This gap here, it continues to get wider and wider. It's just an astonishing thing. When you have, again, this kind of a situation here with central banks keeping rates suppressed, it keeps that doorway open for markets to go higher. That's the only reason why, and literally, bar none, the only reason why central banks have kept rates suppressed so long, to reinflate a stock market bubble, reinflate a housing bubble. They could have been, normalizing rates from years ago. But again, this has gone way, way. As a matter of fact, I'm on record saying after the last meltdown, 2008 meltdown, 2009, whatever, you had the Federal Reserve jump in with quantitative easing 1 at Dow 6,000. Thank you, Geronimo. Okay. They should have stopped there. Okay. They should have just, the only reason why, again, the Federal Reserve jumped in here with quantitative easing 1 was to free up the credit markets. You all know that. It had nothing really to do. Of course, they wanted to prop up the stock market at that point, but all they really should have done was free up the credit markets. If they would have freed up the credit markets and got credit flowing again into business lending, they should have stopped right there. And we would have a normal environment. Right now, the Dow Jones Industrial Average would be probably half what it is now, well, probably less than that. But we would have a normal market. This isn't a market. This is a central bank run freak show of literally the highest possible order. But again, what are they doing? They're continuing to inflate. Global debt is surging. It's ripping higher, no end in sight. Now, with the title of this video here, the financial system, all right, let's just put this into perspective a little bit more. I know we got this, but let's just talk. The financial system today is literally teetering on a knife's edge. Anything can push it one way or the other. Just to put that into perspective, all day long, probably some of you do what I do, and you flip through the financial channels, Fox Business, Bloomberg, CNBC, and they're all talking about debt ceiling, debt ceiling, debt ceiling, debt ceiling, that you can't get away from debt ceiling, debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is what? What is the debt ceiling? It's a promise to continue to borrow from the Fed. If we stop, again, if in the event, and I still think there's a 65% chance that this could happen, that we could default on the debt. Everything just stops. Credit freeze. The entire situation will lock up. Again, it demands that more and more and more and greater borrowing happen. It can't stop. The moment it stops, we have a full-on lockup of the system here. A massive spiking, I believe, that would spin people's head around like the freaking Exorcist. Looking at the debt market here, it would be insane, and it would really hit the stock market in a massive way. And the market, as you can see, after today, we did finish slightly in the positive here. It doesn't believe that that's going to happen here, and if it does, the market is not pricing it in. What the market is trying to do here, and it's kind of laughable in my opinion, because it's not going to happen, is price in a rate cut June or July. Okay. Ain't happening. There's no way. And please remember I'm saying this, because I know that those anti-Greg Mannarino people are going to hold that against me, and that's okay, because I stand by what I am saying here. They're not going to raise. They're not going to cut rates come June or July. Raising the debt ceiling, we'll see where that goes moving forward. Yeah, it needs to implode, Lord Humongous. You are absolutely right. I love this guy. I really do. It does need to. This thing is just so twisted around us all. All the money you need to fight wars and everything else. Expand the debt, sure, that's fine, all well and good. But to fund the daily operation here of the nation, we can't do that. And of course, again, the backbone of this debt-based economic model is that we continue to borrow. Thank you, Howard Floyd. Now, with that, I want you to keep this in mind. So on the economic front, like every single economic indicator is pointing lower. Now, Consumer debt, yet again, just hit an all-time record high of $17 trillion. Okay. Now, with that, I want you to ponder what I'm about to say. So consumer debt just hit a new record high, and it's got nowhere to go but much higher. And again, people getting strangled to death. Credit card is the number one thing. People are swiping and swiping because they got all these increases. People just got, maybe some of you out here, again, increases in your credit line without asking. Just happened. Did I say thank you, Howard? If I didn't, thank you. But U.S. loan demand has now fallen to its lowest level since the Great Recession. So what does this tell you? Again, people are getting maxed out. You got consumer spending here starting to fall. Despite the swiping and swiping and swiping and people borrowing from their credit cards cash at exorbitant rates just to make ends meet. It's not going to stop. So just understand that. So anyway, with the financial system, look, we're on the edge of the freaking edge here. It really would not take much. It may not even take a debt ceiling freaking breach to send this one way or the other. Thank you, Dr. No. I greatly appreciate that. I like that. The 777 is pretty slick. But, look, I'm preaching to the choir here. 1,347 people watching. You all get it. I understand. 491 thumbs up. You know what? That's not so bad, people. Someone, I was looking at the comments. Someone said 2,000 likes today. Look, anything above 500 is pretty decent in my book. Those thumbs up are so appreciated. Look, we just broke 500. Thank you. But again, what am I telling everyone? I'm preaching to the choir. Anyway, going back to the market real quick. The market didn't do much today. 10-year yield, as I said, dollar relative strength fell here. You got cryptocurrencies catching a bid. You got gold flat, silver, a little bit of a gain today. Crude oil catching a bid. That's where we stand with the free. Oh, that's good. Oh, no. Rebecca, Bostic, Blow Stick. Oh, that's good. Blow Stick. Oh, I hate these creatures. I hate them so much. I don't know about all of you, and I would like to hear your take on this, but I personally do not have a favorite Federal Reserve president. I hate them all equally. Okay. I think every one of these things is an infestation upon the earth. And you know what they're saying? People need to lose their jobs. They need to lose their jobs. Let's see, Lex Luthor. Who else said it here? Mary Dolly. And who was the other freak the other day? Some of the freak said people need to lose their jobs. I mean, that's what they want. They want people to lose their jobs. They're consolidating everything. They're dismantling the economy here piece by piece, getting ready to roll. Butt stick. Oh, that's a good one too. Dipstick, butt stick, blow stick. Oh man, this is great. You guys, pump stick. I love you guys and girls so much. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Anyway, I'm sweating now. Thank you. Where was I? What was I talking about? And look, the market. I have no idea. Caustic. It's bog stuck. These are some great names, people. Like the ghoul. No, she's not my favorite. I can't stand her. I can't stand that thing. All of them. They're just the word. Jerome Bowell. Yeah. Anyway, any specific questions that you want to deal with right here? The Mummy Man. Yeah, we know the Mummy. He's a living freak show on an unprecedented scale here. It really is. It's crazy. And again, my heart goes out. This is not just. I hope people aren't stuck in believing that the situation that we're seeing here in the United States is just here. It's a global phenomenon. And my European friends, and I have thousands and thousands and thousands of European friends, and they're getting destroyed here. Inflation is going to continue to rise, and they're going to tell you, things are getting better when they're not. I mean, that's what they do. Thank you there. AMRAM 5. Pretty cool. Anyway, VIX. Yeah, VIX is still hovering kind of low, but we'll see where this plays. I still look. Anything can happen here, people. This market doesn't seem to want to drop at all. It's just holding its own. We've been stuck in a trading range for quite a long time. The Empire State Manufacturing, huge down. Exactly, Rob, Ryan. I mean, I've been telling people this for the longest time. Manufacturing, factory activity, it's over. It's over and done here in the United States. We've become an import nation, and it's very sad to see how this has progressed. And it's pathetic. It really is what's happening here. Platinum. I love platinum. I own platinum. I own palladium too. I'm just looking at the questions here. But again, pick one. If you had to pick one, it's silver. I don't know another way to say it. I just look at a few basic things. Dow gold ratio, gold silver ratio. You can just look this stuff up. And we all know that the Dow is in la la land. It's in a place beyond la la land, people. It's just that the market is in la la land. The whole thing is a freak show on an insane scale, and it's going to get real. It's going to get real. When it gets real, I don't think about it. People ask me all the time. I did an interview today, and it was all about like when. I have no idea when. I just look. Of course, we need to look forward, and you and I are prepared for that. Betting against the debt, becoming our own central bank, holding hard assets, commodities exposure here. I believe you need some crypto in your portfolio as well. PDBC, good one to own right now. Here, for $5, I'll lick the silver. Why not lick silver? It's supposed to be good for you, isn't it? Why not just, greasy cheeks, let's eat it. I love this. I play with it, flip it around. I love the way it feels. It just there's something very positive about it. I don't know how many, I'm a very I don't know what you want to call it, but you touch something and you either get a positive vibe or a negative vibe. I can't tell you the positive vibe I get from this. I want to rub it all over my body, literally. Oh, people. Yeah, I know. It's medicinal. It is like magic. Magic, Mika. That's awesome. I love her too. I like all you guys and girls. You're the best. You truly are the ultimate best here. JP Morgan has control of 53% of paper derivative contracts. 53. That's the latest I've heard. It could be more than that, but they do have the lion's share of paper derivative contracts. And when you see, the paper derivative market melting down, who's doing it? It's them. It's obviously JP Morgan, and they're going to keep playing the game, and because they can get away with it. I mean, do you not believe that commodities exchange doesn't understand what's going on here? You and I do. You think that they don't? Who controls the Fed? The Fed is controlled by JP Morgan, and all the mega banks are. That's why they all got that direct line to the Federal Reserve. All the big banks run the Fed, and they make it seem like they don't, but it's the truth. It's just the way that it is. American debt defaults in June. I've been talking about this. I think there's a high probability. Will it happen? Like I said, I think there's a 65% chance right now, and that's only because so many people believe it's not going to happen. I was at 50-50. I thought initially there was a 50-50 shot that this debt default could happen. But when so many people went crazy saying, no, it's not going to happen, I had to up it because, again, the crowd is always wrong. Invariably, when most people are saying one thing, something else happens. So it's kind of the way it is. Anyway, the earth is flat. Congratulations, Jamie Dimon. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not familiar with Pilgrim Society. Never heard of them, but could be cool. I have no idea. All right, people, look, what else can we talk about here? I think we're kind of done. Video's getting kind of long. We're at 19 minutes here. Look, we got 830 thumbs up. That's a good number, people. Thank you all from the heart. Buy soap. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right after this video, I'm going out to work on my CUDA that I just got back after 2 years. I found a few things I had to tweak. I'm really an engine tuner, and even though it was tuned, I got in there, I retuned it. I adjusted the clutch yesterday. I had it around my neighborhood. Yes, Trump is saying that we should default on the debt here because he doesn't believe the Democrats will make it happen. He's using it as a bargaining chip. But the truth of the matter is, we should default. And it would send the entire world into a tailspin. I'll be honest with you, and it would be a mechanism for us all if we could take it. Okay, because don't think this is going to make your life very easy. If we did have a debt default, and it was, look at Dolly. See my dog Dolly over there? The poor thing is incontinent. She has to wear a diaper. She's old. and she can't hold her pee-pee. She's on medicine. It doesn't seem to work, unfortunately, but she wears a little diaper. Actually, both of my girl dogs, they're old and they're both incontinent, but we still love them. I love my Dolly. Yeah. All right, people, I'm gonna call it now. Love all of you. Thank you. Look, thank you. Look, 925 thumbs up. I just can't tell you how happy that makes me. I love being here with you. When I honestly want to hear something silly, I'm gonna tell you something silly, just so you know. When I think about doing this video at the end of the day with all of you here, I actually get happy. I get it lifts me up. Even if I'm down thinking about something, it gives me a boost to be here with all of you. Like when I do my morning video, which I do recorded. And I only do that because people freaked out when I started doing these live streams. Oh, go back to the old, many people did not like the live stream. And I tried to make everyone happy by doing the pre-market recorded and then I wanted to do live streams all the time. But I got a lot of bad feedback. Helps in the confidence. Hibiscus. Okay. You know what? We'll try anything. Anyway, all right, people. You're almost 1,000. I think we're probably going to hit 1,000 in like a nanosecond. 1,009. Wow. You guys are the best. All right. Yeah, I know. Screw the haters. The haters are going to hate no matter what you do. I mean, honestly, haters just hate, right? And that's why they're haters, because they just hate no matter what. And Dolly is loved so much. Right, Dolly? I'm going to go kiss her when I finish. Greg wears a driving diaper. I don't wear a driving diaper, but that CUDA's got so much power. That thing is making around 700 horsepower, and it's the most powerful car I've ever had. Actually, that's not true. The Hellcat I had was 719, but it weighed a hell of a lot more than this CUDA, so I have no idea. Yeah, haters gonna hate. Greed is good. Hate can be good. I don't know about it. I'd rather, if I had a choice between love and hate, I'll take love any day, man. Love any freaking day of the week. I think we got to love each other. We're responsible for each other. I really feel that way. You all know that here. Anyway, that's pretty much it, everybody. Thank you again for being here. Thanks for sharing this time with me. Really, honestly, I can't thank all of you enough here for sitting here and listening to me babble and get on with this stuff here. I just love it. And I love all of you from the heart. And I mean that with all I got. All right. I'll see all of you in the morning for the pre-market report. And well, I think that's pretty much it. All right. See ya.